Disney Moana, Our Perfect Stormy Day. A storm passed over Motunui Island one morning. Most people didn't welcome the cold and wet weather. But Moana was not most people. She decided to visit Grandma Tala. Drenched by the rain, Moana, Pua, and Hihi slid into Grandma Tala's veil with a crash. Now that was an entrance, laughed Grandma Tala as she went in for a hug. We are soaked, Moana warned, but Grandma Tala didn't mind. Good thing rain is water, and water dries, she said. Now get settled. I have a new story about a storm. I've been waiting for the perfect day to share it with you. Everyone settled in, and Grandma began to speak. But Moana couldn't focus. She heard a drip, drip, drip. Moana looked up and spotted a small hole in the ceiling. Grandma, you have a leak, interrupted Moana. Let me fix it for you. But Grandma Tala waved her off. Never mind that old leak. We learned to live together a long time ago. Moana tried her best, but she couldn't ignore the puddle forming on the floor. Grandma cannot patch that leak on her own, Moana thought, but I can. If I'm quick, she might not even notice I was gone. With that, Moana climbed up to the ceiling. When Moana finished, she slid back down and landed, plop, right in front of Grandma. Grandma Tala laughed. Thank you, Moana. No leak is safe from you, she said with a playful nudge. Now, can I get back to my story? Moana nodded in reply. Grandma Tala was just gearing up when clap, crackle, boom, lightning flashed and thunder roared. The weather frightened Pua, who jumped sky high and crashed into a pile of Grandma Tala's prized storytelling tapas. Oh, Grandma, your tapa, cried Moana. She rushed to clean up the mess, but Grandma Tala insisted Moana stop. The tapa can wait, Grandma Tala said. Come and sit. I'm finally getting to the good part. Moana took a seat and Grandma Tala continued. Outside, the wind howled and the veil-woven curtains flapped widely. Not only that, Hey had wandered outside, and the wind was blowing with him around like a tumbleweed. Moana's eyes were locked on the swirling bird. With a final whoosh, he re-entered the veil and somersaulted across Grandma Tala's floor. Just then, Moana noticed that Grandma Tala had stopped speaking. I'm sorry, Grandma, she said. I keep getting distracted, when all I really want to do is spend time with you. Grandma Tala pressed her nose against Moana's, and Moana took Grandma Tala's hand in hers. One more time, Moana said, and I promise I'm listening. Then once again, Grandma Tala began her story, and Moana soaked up every word. Outside, the storm continued, but inside, nothing could dampen Moana and Grandma Tala's perfect stormy day.